You've probably heard of Paul, but you might not know about the man who stood beside him. His name was Silas, and he was no background character. He was a prophet, a preacher, a faithful brother in the fight. We meet Silas in Acts 15. He's chosen to travel with Paul after a disagreement splits Paul and Barnabas. Silas says yes to the hard road, yes to preaching the gospel, yes to traveling, suffering, and risking his life for the mission. They travel together, encouraging churches, spreading truth, standing in boldness. But everything changes in Philippi. They cast a demon out of a young girl, setting her free, but her masters don't celebrate. They lose profit, so they stir up a riot. Paul and Silas are dragged into the streets, beaten with rods, stripped, humiliated, thrown into prison. Their feet are chained. Their backs are bloody. They're in pain, in darkness, surrounded by criminals. This isn't what they signed up for. This wasn't part of the plan. But it's exactly where God shows his power. Because Calvary at midnight, when most people would be sleeping, weeping, or quitting, Paul and Silas are doing something crazy. They're worshiping. They're praying and singing hymns to God. Acts 16:25. No lights, no stage, just two broken men chained in a dungeon, still giving God glory. And then it happens, and suddenly, the ground shakes. The prison trembles, chains fall off, doors swing open. But here's what's wild, they don't run. Instead, they lead the jailer, the man assigned to guard them, to salvation. Then his entire family gets saved. Now pause, why does this matter today? Because maybe you're there now, stuck in a prison of anxiety, chained by disappointment, wounded by betrayal, hurting in the middle of your calling. Maybe you're asking, why am I here if I'm doing what God told me to do? Silas reminds us, faith doesn't prevent the prison, faith transforms it. Worship doesn't always change the situation immediately, but it changes what you mind. And sometimes, worship in the dark is the loudest declaration of faith you can make. You don't have to wait for things to get better to start praising. Sometimes your real midnight worshiping is what makes the chains break. You don't need perfect circumstances. You just need a song in your spirit. So worship even when it hurts. Praise when you don't understand. Lift your voice when you feel stuck. Because your prison could be someone else's doorway to freedom. Drop a fire emoji if you're choosing to worship through your pain. Tag someone who needs this encouragement. Subscribe for more Bible-based truth that speaks to more right now, wider. This is your midnight moment. Let your praise shake the prison.